Great Rising. I think it's 6 o'clock in the morning. This morning that I'm recording this, I have to go to work today, but I figured, you know what, Diamond? You did not make a video yesterday. You want to be consistent. So what's your excuse? Get up extra early, do what you got to do, record your video, edit, upload, and go into your 9 to 5. I wasn't really going to record in my room, but I took a dump in the bathroom and it stunk so bad. So the light in the bathroom was a lot better, but I knew that if I went in there, I was going to gag over my own problem. This is a little bit of a rant, but I definitely feel like it needs to be said. So remember when you were a little bit younger and your parents or your teacher or your grandma or whoever was close to you gave you this hope that you can be whatever it is that you want to be. It don't matter. You could be a doctor, lawyer, you could be an astronaut. Nothing is too far-fetched. I mean, some of us might have had some naysayers, but they was hating because they didn't get to do what they wanted to do with their life because of their own problems. But for the most part, there was always like this dream sold to you that you could literally do whatever it is that you want to do. Then you get in adulthood, and social media technology age for our generation has become so big. So everything that we could have dreamt of that's far-fetched, it's like, wow, I'm seeing it on this screen. And we don't see the struggle. We don't see how long it took. We don't even see if it's really real or not. It's just whatever meets the eye, that's what we believe. So for us, it's like, okay, so it instantly happened for this person. Why hasn't it happened for me? Well, one, you don't know how long they were working, and two, you don't even know if it's really happening for them or not. It's just the look of it all. One thing, and I'm sorry if I'm jumping over the place because your girl is passionate, but one thing I can tell you about my mom or our generation's parents is that they were hard workers. Whether they had to have a full-time job, a part-time job, like they were going to school, taking care of you, picking you up, watching you, like whatever had to be done to make sure ends meet and their children were taken care of and it was food in their mouth, like they did that. I feel like our generation is a lot lazier, especially because of the stigma that I don't want to get stuck in the 40, work 40 hours for 40 years to get 40% of your paycheck. I get you. I'm on board with you. I'm on page with you, but I got a 9 to 5. One, because I like the comfort of consistent income. I don't mind my job at all. And first of all, I lose followers every day. So imagine if I was an entrepreneur right now. Shout out to the entrepreneurs because it's definitely not the easiest thing to do. But I lose followers every day and I'm struggling to get to 1,000 subscribers. Your girl's going to get there one day, and with the support of you all, and I believe it, and I'm going to work hard. I'm going to make sure it happens. But let's say I was selling t-shirts right now. I'm struggling to get 400 subscribers, and I don't even get 400 views in my most recent videos. So imagine if I'm trying to sell a t-shirt and I sell a t-shirt for $25 and I only get like 2 people to buy it. That's $50. Like, you just don't know when your next money is going to come. So right now, it wouldn't be the best idea for me to be an entrepreneur, knowing that I have a car note, I have a phone bill, I have to pay to stay at my mom's house. Then I want to move, the end of the year. Like, I have things that I want to do. And I know that being full blown into entrepreneurship, it will light a fire to your butt because you will find a way to make it work. But you got to be realistic. That's very important, to be realistic, because realistically, if I threw a show right now, I couldn't even get 1,000 people to show up. If I went to a speaking engagement, I would have to rely on the other panelists to bring their supporter and their people, because I know that I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. That's me being realistic. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to work my 9 to 5, but I won't let that stop me from working on my goals every day. And hopefully, and it will, and I believe it, it's going to align to a point where my 9 to 5 can be like a little bit of a comfort that I could do part-time. And then my goal, my passion, my dream will then become my major income. And that's what I'm working towards. I feel like my mom personally, she finished school after me and my brother were already born. She's worked a full-time job, a part-time job. She actually was at home when we got off of work. And I know a lot of parents can do that because they're working their butts off. But I just feel like it's no excuse. We are the ones holding our own selves back. It's like, oh, woe is me. I went through this. It wasn't given to me on a silver platter like most people. I don't have the money to do it. Oh, well, I'm working all this time. When am I going to have the time to do it? It's like excuse after excuse after excuse. If you really look in the mirror and you really ask yourself, who is holding you back? It's yourself. Like, I could be like, oh, well, you know, I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and it's just not happening for me. So guess I'm gonna give up and try something else. Oh, well, I'm starting this job. Oh, they irritated me. I'm about to start something else. We have to start seeing things through. Our generation is some job hopping mother effers. Like, for real. I don't even cuss, but look, we be hopping jobs like a mud. Me, I stay consistent with a job because I have things that I have to take care of, that I have to pay for. And also when you're trying to get another job, they want to see how long you've been at the last job. And when you got little like blotches in your employment history, some people are desperate for people, and other people be like, look, if you want a good job, we need to see that you're gonna be here longevity. You look like you're too fickle. You just move where the money's at. You move when you just wake up and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Of course, have control of your own life, but you gotta see the bigger picture. You gotta see it through. You gotta be patient. You gotta work hard. Like, I will do YouTube for 15 years and be like, and if I still got 2,000 subscribers, I just know I gotta try another strategy. Like, I have to do something more. Maybe I need to be more consistent. Maybe I gotta do a little more research. But if this is something I want to do, like, then you just go for it. Don't matter how long it takes. It's how bad do you really want it? And you know, I was the queen of excuses. Even the fact that I was like, you know, I don't have a nice setup. I'm in my room right now. Like, you see the dresser right there. You see my bag, my the what is it called? This curtain that's just barely hung up by like some thumbtacks. I could be like, oh well, I'm not gonna start a video until, like, you know, I could have like this glittery background. It looks aesthetically pleasing, which is how I feel. But I'm like, that's just gonna keep stopping you. Like, work with what you have and work on it now. And maybe, you know, a year from now, people will be like, oh, I remember she was doing videos at her mama's house. Look, she in her 2-bedroom apartment. She got her office in one room, her bedroom in the other. She got a nice little setup. Like, people want to see the growth. I want to see my growth. I want to look back on previous videos and be like, dang, girl, you made it. And I want that for you all too. Like, I know I'd say every year is my year, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But this year is really my year because I got the mentality. It all starts with your mental first. You gotta stop hindering yourself. You gotta stop doubting yourself, speaking down on yourself. Like, you gotta uplift yourself, even if you don't believe it. Like, say it until you believe it. Like, make it happen, bruh. I work. I don't think I understand. I don't think I understand. It's people that work longer hours than I do. I work 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sometimes 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. I also work consistent weekends or sometimes every other weekend. And then what do I want to do on the weekend? I want to relax. Like, I don't feel like doing anything else. It's like, oh, I could put up a video, but I just worked all week. I don't want to keep doing work, but I don't look at this as work. So right now, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, girl, get up and do this. How bad do you want it? Like, your job takes up most of your time. You can give them your time, but you can't give yourself the time you need. Like, nah, that's not cool. So yeah, I'm up doing this. And I just want to say that I appreciate all of y'all sticking with me. I appreciate y'all getting me to 400 subscribers. We made it. And I know one day I'm going to say, dang, I really got 1 million subscribers, y'all. We did it. Like, I can't wait and I'm excited. But I hope this is a message to you that you got to get up and you got to make it happen. Like, imagine, like, think about back when you were in high school. I'm not sure if you all were involved in activities, but I could tell you I went to school full time, because full time as in elementary, middle, high school. And in high school, you ain't had no choice but to go there full time if you was good, because I know I wasn't a skipper. So went to school full time, had a part-time job at Marshall's, and I was on the cheerleading team. So I worked, went to school, and I had an extracurricular activity that I went to every day consistently and had obligations for. That's a bomb thing. So then it's like, when you go out into the real world, which this is where we are now, and you're not forced to do these things, or you was lazy back then, or you didn't build those habits or that hustle or that drive or that balancing, you know, work and play. And then you get into the real world, it's like, oh, I just don't feel like doing that, because you don't have to. So now it's a little bit harder to make things happen, because you don't have a teacher on the back of your neck like, why you ain't show up to class. You don't have to necessarily ace a test. I mean, unless you're in school, shout out to you. You don't necessarily have to show up to work. It would be good because you could get money, but you don't have to do it. There's nobody on your back like, get up and do it. That's yourself. That's you that has to do that. So we're still in January. It's still the beginning of the year. You still have the rest of your life. Make it count, make it happen. This is the time to be, you know, preparing for your life. A lot of us don't even, you know, consider marriage or like, you know, a house. It's like we're taking so much time to do stuff. Like, it's like we're not even go-getters. It's like, oh, one day it's gonna happen. Well, when is that one day? Like, you say that every day, you say that every year, and it keep being next year and the following year and the following year, because you just keep prolonging what you claim you want. But how bad do you really want it? Like, nobody wants to keep sitting around with some pity party. Get up, make it happen. Like, and I don't want to sound like a preacher at all. I want to sound like I'm your friend. Like, I'm your friend. Like, girl, you need to get it together. Like, I'm your sister. Like, girl, you needed to get it, you know, you need to get it together. Like, I'm your mentor. Like, girl, boy, you need to get it together. Like, that's where I'm coming from. And I really hope that I do motivate you all, because you all motivate me. Like, the fact that, you know, a few of you reposted me of a video and saying, hey, like, watch her, subscribe to her. Like, that means the world to me. Like, I work for this, y'all. Like, I'm a hard worker, seriously. And I don't even have to say it because I just do it. But I want y'all to know you are that. You can do that. Don't make no excuse. No excuse. Because you just, if you make an excuse, that tell me you don't want it. I mean, it looks good. It would be nice to have, but you don't really want to work for it. You gotta work for it. Our newer generation, we're innovators, we're go-getters in the sense of like entrepreneurship and, you know, seeing another way of life other than 9 to 5. That's great. And I'm never going to take that from you. And I think that you should strive for that, but you got to understand there's still a real world that goes on around you. So you got to find that balance. And my mom's been, like I said, my mom's been in the same job for since she was 16, for years. And she's worked her way up. It seems like we don't stick around to work our way up. It's like, oh, we'll do it. If it didn't happen the time we wanted, let me quit. Let me try something else. This ain't really going nowhere. Let me quit. Let me do something else. You got to stick to something. The only way you're going to progress and you're going to move forward is you stick to something. I'm the queen of bright ideas. I'm the queen of, we could do this, we could do that, we could do that. But I haven't moved forward because I put my hand in too many jars. You got to put your hand in that one jar, stick with it and move forward, and then start adding on, you know, to other things. So I'm going to wrap this video up because, like I said, your girl got to go to work. But I really pray that you all have a great day, a great year. You be happy. This gave you some type of some oomph to make it happen. And do that. Write down your goals. Maybe you don't even know what it is that you want. Start figuring that out. Write down a bunch of different things. Like, get off of media for a little bit. I ain't saying like you got to deactivate it, because I want y'all to still see me on YouTube, on Instagram. But maybe you just got to step back a little bit and see what it is that you want and not what other people want. I hope y'all have a great day. I know I already said that, but I hope you have a great day. And bye.